What if another hit that hits him 65%? And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
The line swing 5-1, 4v2, 4v1, 4v none!
Good evening, Bio Nation. I hope you're doing well. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So if you were watching us earlier, welcome back. We had our first Rocket League match for tonight earlier against Community College of Allegheny County. Unfortunately, the Rocket team did not win. They had some very close ones here and there, but it just wasn't, just a little bit short. But now we are getting things set up for the second Rocket League match, where they'll be playing against York College of Pennsylvania. This is a rescheduled match because spring break is next week, so we're trying to reschedule all of those matches. So because of that, we also have our Overwatch team playing against Robert Morris University at the same time. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to stream that because it's hard to stream two games simultaneously, but we will be streaming Overwatch's match tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so please be sure to come back for that. But we're also going to try to keep you updated as the Overwatch match tonight progresses. So while we're getting things set up for the lobby, I'm going to go over a couple of things. So first of all, who is going to be playing for tonight? So, of course, we have sophomore Evan Perez Evangelist playing. We have junior Justin Shanklin playing. And we have sophomore Gory Verkutrin and Clouden playing. And we have our head coach, Garrett Games Grum. And people are starting these lobbies so much earlier. I start the stream just several minutes earlier to be able to go through announcements. So I'm going to try to get through these very quickly. So we have our application nights for prospective students. So we have our next one on Tuesday, March 11th. So if you are a high school senior and you're thinking about coming to Marietta College for esports and you haven't applied yet, you can join us on our Discord server. We'll have someone from our admissions department to go over the process of how to apply. And then we'll also play some Jackbox games. So that's at 7 o'clock. You join us on our Discord server. If you can RSVP, that'd be great. If not, just hop in the Discord anyway. Of course, we're always looking for more students for our program, whether it's current Marietta College students or prospective students. We have Fortnite, Overwatch student Rattler. We have quite a few people for those teams. We can always use more, but we are also especially looking for players for League of Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, and Super Smash Brothers. We may even consider some other titles, just depending on interest and competitions available. For more information, you can go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. Now, of course, we do offer tryouts for this, and there are scholarships for it. So I should say we offer scholarships, and you have to try out for it. So if you are a high school senior or a college transfer, you can still schedule a tryout. Even though we're about halfway through the spring semester, we can still award them. We just awarded a couple earlier this week for some tryouts. So you can go to fill out recruitment form at bit.ly/mcrecruit, and then schedule the trial at bit.ly/mcesport tryout to get some information. And then join the Discord server, and we will do in-person and online tryouts. Our last in-person tryout for the semester and for the academic year, actually, will be Saturday, March 29th during our Navy Blue and White Day. So if you plan to visit during that, we can set up a tryout while you're here. But we also do online tryouts. So all I have to do is just check the online option when scheduling that tryout, and we can find a time that is convenient for you. And of course, thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching our streams. Thank you for supporting our students. We truly appreciate it. Just a quick reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, there is this thing called Prime Gaming, where you can connect your Amazon Prime account to a Twitch account for free. And then that gives you perks such as possibly free games through Prime Gaming, but it also gives you a sub that you can use on any channel of your choice for free at no additional cost. So you can get the benefits of subscribing, such as the emotes that you see on your screen. You just have to click on subscribe and check the little box that says use my Prime Gaming sub. In fact, I just checked mine earlier today and realized that my Prime Gaming sub expired. So I went in there, hit subscribe, checked the little box for Prime Gaming, renewed it. So now I've subscribed again, and I think I want to say I'm at like 61 months or something like that. I'd have to check. But I know recently on my Twitch account, I hit the 60-month milestone for subscribing to the channel. So that support is greatly appreciated. All right, so we should be starting up pretty soon, so I'm not too sure what's going on here. So I think the lobby is created, and let me check some things on Discord, checking the information. Yeah, so they're saying that the lobby is up. I think we're just waiting for York to join. So I'm looking here through the match chat. I mean, yeah, this is a perfect time to subscribe to our channel while we're waiting for this. But yeah, lobby's created. So yeah, once York joins, we will get this underway. It is going to be an interesting match. I mean, the Pioneers have shown some improvement, but so far they have not been able to take a match so far, and York is undefeated at 4-0, so it's definitely going to be an uphill battle. So the Pioneers are really going to have to clean up on some of the mistakes that they've made in the prior matches if they want to have a shot at tonight's match. While we're waiting, I guess I'll just go over the schedule here. Like I said, it doesn't have some of the reschedules, but tomorrow we will be streaming a match with our Overwatch team going up against the University of Akron. So that will be 8 o'clock. So please be sure to join us for that. As for matches next week, I'll just go through here. We have Valorant. They're supposed to be playing Mount Vernon Nazarene on Monday, but I believe that's going to be rescheduled. We just haven't confirmed when that is. But they will be playing Maryland the Monday we come back from break, March 17th. So please be sure to join us for it. But we are getting close to the end of the regular season, and then there'll be some playoff potential. So please be sure to come back for that. As for Rainbow Six and for their schedule, they already played Buena Vista earlier this week, so that's why there was no match yesterday. They're scheduled to play against New Haven next week, but I believe that's going to be rescheduled. But March 19th, they'll be going up against Puerto Rico, so please be sure to join us for that. And then for Rocket League, we are getting near the end, so I think Rocket League after today will have one more match, which will be on Thursday, March 20th at 8 p.m. Against Lebanon Valley College, so please be sure to join us there as we get to those final matches. And then with Overwatch, after tomorrow, I think they only have 2 matches left. They will be playing against Shenandoah University on Friday, March 21st at 8 p.m. That's going to be a really exciting match. We know that Shenandoah has a very good esports program, so it's going to be really excited to play against them. But they're also supposed to be playing University of Alabama Huntsville, so that was originally scheduled a week ago, but there were some issues with Alabama Huntsville's facility. So that right now has been rescheduled for Sunday, March 16th. And I want to say it's 8 o'clock. I have to double check on the time, but we will get that out on our social media channels. So if you're not following us on Twitch or X or Facebook or YouTube, or let's see here. But okay, double checking the lobby. The lobby has been created. So let's see here. I'm going to go, just give me 1 second here. I'm going to double check. Oh, okay. There was some confusion. Sorry, guys. There was just some confusion about the lobby setup. But because Marietta does have the lobby up, and I think York was didn't get the memo on that. But everyone's getting to the lobby, so we should have this best of 5 series starting very soon here. So once the sides are selected, we'll get this underway. So thank you so much for your patience as we're trying to get everyone in, but it looks like the sides are being selected. So as soon as they get started, we will get things started on here. And also shout outs to NACC for rating. Thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate it. But all right, we are getting things underway here. Marietta College versus York College of Pennsylvania in this best of 5 series. And we already see Donut taking the ball down to Marietta's side, going to go for a quick strike. But actually, we see that J-Max is able to score for York. So let's take a look at that again. Donut takes it down the field and doesn't connect, tries to go for the shot, but J-Max was there behind him to be able to land the goal. So York strikes very quickly, 6 seconds into this match. Now Evangelist is going to win the tip-off, goes into that back corner, and J-Max does not get it, and Marion has an opportunity to strike, but Shenko's just not able to get what he needed. But Chenk's going to go for the shot, but J-Max is there for the block. Going to try to pass it over to Donut, but J-Max is going to take it himself. Donut's going to try to set up the place, use the crossbar. Gets that full boost, but J-Max is going to be centering it up, but it does get knocked away by the Pioneers, going down to York's field. Donut does get the save, though. That tip did prevent the goal. So now Donut's going to try to center it up, but it's going to go in the wrong direction, but J-Max is going to be knocking it towards the Marietta side of the field. But we see some fighting there with Shank. Wolfman is there to set the play, but just goes a little bit far to the right. But now Donut's going to try to center up. But a great save there by Shank once again. We've seen Shank overall been doing a great job playing defense. And as soon as I say that, you gotta love Caster's Curse. J-Max does score. So I think Shank just did not have enough boost at that moment. So he got the first save, but just did not have any boost to be able to get in the air to block that one. So York is now up 2-0, 3 minutes, 54 seconds in this first game. The tip-off commences, and it's going to go straight for Marietta's goal. Just once again, we see York just piling on the points. I mean, that is something you have to watch out for. There's got to always be someone in the back ready for those plays, and Marietta just was not prepared for it and got punished. So Cologne's going to win the tip-off, centering it up. And Angelos is going to go for the strike, but it hits the crossbar. J-Max is going to look to bump it away to prevent Marietta for a rebound. Cologne's going to go for a shot a little bit to the right. Shank's going to go for the side shot, but it gets a huge save there by Donut. And now York's going to be taken down the field. Evangelos is there to try to block. Misses, and Donut's going to score again. It's already 4-0, and we're not even halfway through this first game. Marietta is already very behind, so they're going to have to find a way to catch up. And it's just, I mean, one of it was a clear mistake, but York is just playing so well. There is a reason why that they are 4-0 right now in the division. The Marietta is going to try to put some pressure up. Wolfmang centers the ball, going to pass it over to Donut, but Donut does not connect with it. J-Max going to go for the score, and another score by York. Once again, Marietta just caught off guard. They're just not anticipating how fast and how aggressive York plays. We see J-Max popping his almost his entire boost to get the ball away from the Pioneers, and they're just not back in time to defend. Marietta's got to get back there faster, and they're just kind of over-committing and getting punished for it. So now Cologne's going to tip the ball, but Donut is going to keep that pressure up. James is going to go for the block. He gets the first one, but Donut is there for the rebound, and already another goal by York. It is 6-0, and we're not even 3 minutes into this game. Actually, it's not even been 2 minutes into this game, to be fair. And it's becoming a one-sided match very quickly. Cologne's going to try to set up the play, gets centered, gets away from J-Max, but just no follow-up there. Cologne's going to go for the shot, but gets bumped by his own teammate. So there's some miscommunication going on with the Pioneers. Just, I mean, if Cologne didn't get bumped, I think he would have gotten the score. So you can tell there's definitely a lot of frustration, and that was a very scary ball there that York was not able to capitalize on, trying to go for another shot. Donut using the boost to try to get the ball away. Cologne's going to go for the shot, but just a little bit wide to the left. Now he's going to try again using his entire boost to get down there, but J-Max takes it away. Ball gets centered by Evangelos, and Wolfmang's going to take it down the field, and no one is there for the block, but Shank is able to get there to knock it away, preventing the rebound for York. Donut out going to carry the ball, but it gets just swiped away from J-Max. Is going to try to keep control of the ball, taking it down the field, dribbling it over, just maintaining that control, passing over the Wolfman to go for the shot, but Evangelos does get the save. J-Max is there to keep the pressure onto Marietta's side. Wolfman's going to go for the shot, doesn't get it. Donut was also trying to go for it, but neither one was able to connect. And now minute 40 remains. But Cloden there with a huge save. We've got to get it away from there. J-Max was going to try to go for another shot. Cloden's going to try to take it away, but Wolfman is there to block, and Donut's going to try to take it down the field, set up the play. Evangelos is fighting for it, but right now it is still all in York's favor, 6-0. Marietta has not found an opportunity to strike. Shank loses control of the ball, Cloden tries to go for the block, hits the crossbar. Evangelist gets it away before Wolfgang was able to go for that second attempt. Now Shank's going to take the ball down the field, and Marietta will strike with exactly 1 minute remaining. So that was a time where York actually overcommitted, and Shank was able to knock it away from everyone. So Marietta will not be shut out, but they're still down 5 goals, and they have 1 minute to try to tie this up. I have seen some strange things happen in Rocket League, so we'll see. Can they get 5 goals in 55 seconds? Wolfgang does not connect there, but a little bit of fighting going on in the corner, trying to center it up for York. Cloden's going to knock it towards the center, tries to pass it to Shank, but doesn't quite get it. Then we're going to see Cloden's just completely out of boost, not much he can do. Now Evangelos does not fight for the ball. I thought he was going to go for it, but gets juked. 30 seconds remain, and Donut is going to get demoed by Cloden, but still completely out of boost. J-Max is going to use that opportunity to score once again. And you can see the frustration by the Pioneers being down 6 goals with 22 seconds, just not having the boost there. Shank's going to win the tip-off. 20 seconds now. Just to try to find a way to strike quickly, but every second matters. Evangel's going to go for a strike, but it's just a little bit to the left, and J-Max is going to get demoed. Now we have 5 seconds remaining. Cloden's going to try to go for another strike, but game 1 is going to go to York College of Pennsylvania in a very strong performance by them, winning 7-1. So we're seeing just how good this York College team is. And I mean, Marietta was trying to do everything they can for it, and really it wasn't a whole lot of mistake. Just a lot of times they would get 1 goal, but York was there with someone ready to go for that second strike, and Marietta already used their entire boost and resources to be able to block that first goal, so they're just weren't able to do anything with that second goal. But we're going to get things set up for the second game very quickly. They're already in, so we're going to get into game 2. And we're going to see the ball going straight over to Marietta's goal, but Cloden is there to tip it away. So once again, you got to keep that goal protected as much as possible. York's going to try to find ways to strike quickly and then be ready for that rebound. Cloden is going to immediately take out J-Max just to get a little bit of a power play and see if he can make a play from that. Gets it away from Wolfgang, but Donut is going to knock it back. Passes over to Wolfgang, J-Max, but Wolfgang does get demoed by Shank. Marietta may be taking a more brute type strategy, where if they try to keep at least 1 player out at all times, that may give Marietta the advantage. So they might be trying to go for a bit more of a demolition strategy. Cloden does save the strike by J-Max, but now Cloden's going to get full boost, going to use it to set up the play for Shank. Tries to go for it, but just doesn't quite get the angle he wants. Ball's going down to the field, but Cloden's going to look to strike back. Now he's used up his entire boost, but Shank's going to knock it away, passing it over to Cloden, but not able to connect with that pass. Shank's going to fly over, try to tip it right towards the front of the goal. Evangelos goes for the goal, but doesn't quite get it. Cloden's going to go for the strike, gets the rebound, and Cloden will strike first for the Pioneers. So it actually just hits off the wall and passes it to himself. Finds the opening in the middle. J-Max goes to the block, but just not quite there. So now Marietta is up 1-0. Evangelos is going to win that tip-off, but it's going to get snatched away from him. Cloden's going to fly over and try to set up another goal. Evangelos does get demoed though, so that does halt Marietta's offense. An exposed goal, that would have been a perfect opportunity. Cloden tried to get down there, but just was not in the right position to make the play. Going to center it up for Shank to go for the shot. Not able to connect in the air. And I don't even see where Evangelos is. Oh, there he is. You see York's going to try to go for the goal, but Shank there with the demo to prevent the rebound. Great play there by Shank. Going to try to go for that goal. And it demos from above. I don't know if I've seen a death from above in Rocket League like that. But now we're seeing York trying to put up the aggression, and Donut will strike to tie it up. 2 minutes 58 seconds remaining. So that was a case where Cloden tries to go for the block and goes for the tip there, doesn't quite get it, and no one else is there behind him to back him up in case he misses. So it is now tied 1 apiece. Cloden's going to win that tip off, but J-Max is going to be there. Actually, Donut is going to take it away, gets the save from Cloden's shot at the goal, passing it over to J-Max, hits the crossbar, goes for the rebound, and Donut will score. A classic move in Rocket League, just going up, hitting the crossbar, and using that to pass back to yourself to get the angle you need for that goal. We've seen that numerous times in all the Rocket League matches that I've casted, and I don't even know what I'm talking about in Rocket League, and I've seen this so much. But all right, so York is up 2-1. Cloden is going to get that demo onto J-Max, but Donut's going to go for another strike, and quickly, just in a matter of seconds, we see that York is now up 3-1, and they are showing that they can strike and they can make a goal anytime they want. And Marietta has to be ready for that. Down by 2, 2:39 remaining. Shank's going to get the ball away. We saw a double commit by York there. Donut's going to get the ball away from Shank, going down the field. Cloden's going to try to center up, but it's going to go straight over to York. Cloden does get the save and demos Wolfmang in the process, but J-Max going to pass it over to Donut, and just a great play by York once again. I mean, we're just seeing how well York is able to pass towards each other, passing over to Donut, who's just hovers in the air. I don't know if you saw that, but just kind of staying in there for long enough to be able to get the strike. So just great boost skills to be able to stay there for just a second to be able to be in position. So now J-Max is going to take the ball down the field. Shank does get the save, completely out of boost. Cloden's going to take down Wolfmang. And Wolfmang actually gets bumped by Donut, but Donut will get control of the ball, flying down the field, passing over to J-Max, does not connect. If he connected, that would have been another goal. We see Cloden's going to get bumped. Wolfmang going to go for another shot, and it's just a lob over everyone, and another goal by York. They must have taken it personal that Marietta got a score on them early on, because ever since then they have just put the pedal to the metal, and yes, that pun was intended, but to just keep going goal after goal after goal. Minute 50 remains, and now York is up 5-1. But we do see that York has to play a little bit of defense here. J-Max is going to be passing it, but Donut does get demoed, so can Shake make a play out of that? But Cloden gets a save from the strike by York, but it's going to get passed over to J-Max. Cloden's going to be bumping to disrupt that. Vangelis is going down the field, completely out of boost though. Donut's looking to take control, but Shank's going to go for the shot, and Shank will score for the Pioneers. And Cloden's going to get a quick demo during that as well. Let's take a look at that again. Shank just knocks it over into that bottom corner, and no one predicted it. So now it's 2-5. Marietta down by 3. Minute 22 remaining. So we'll see, can Marietta find their way back in this game? We're seeing some life by the Pioneers. Shanks are going to get control of the boost. Going to take it down the field using a little bit of what he got, but Donut just takes it completely away from him. And now 1 minute remains. But J-Max is going to take control of the ball, trying to try to pass it over to Woodbank. Doesn't quite get it. Donut is going to be flying down the field to try to... well, actually, it's going straight for their goal. Vangelis was looking for an opportunity to strike, but does not get it. Shanks is going to take it away and demos Wolfmang in the process. 33 seconds remain, still down by 3. Shank's going to get demo this time, and it's just going to be an open goal. Hits the crossbar, but Donut is going to score, so it's now 6-2 for York. Cloden was trying to get the block, but we just see Donut was right there at the right time to be able to score there. So we're seeing York just being well coordinated, going down the field and trying to set up plays. And we see that same thing that happened in game one. The very same thing. It goes in that back corner, goes straight into the goal. Marietta was not prepared for it, and they got punished. So now it's 7-2, 25 seconds remaining. So now Donut's going to take the ball over down there, but Shank is going to get the save. 15 seconds remain. J-Max trying to take control of the ball, but Clonen's going to get away. But Clonen is going to score for the Pioneers, getting it through everyone. So just a great play there by Clonen, getting away from York, but it's still a 4-score difference with 12 seconds remaining. Marietta's going to have to make some quick strikes if they want to get back into this game. Ball is just lobbing into the air. Shank's going to try to go for the shot, but a huge save there by J-Max. 5 seconds remain. Donut's going to be looking for another goal with it being exposed, and with 1 second remaining, York's going to be like, no, we're going to be scoring right here. Once again, Marietta just not there. Donut uses the entire boost to get it away from the Pioneers, and even kind of zigzags a little bit, anticipating that Evangelist was going to try to bump him. And that is going to, well, the ball's still in the air technically. They may try to go for one more, but Shank's trying to make a play, but does not get it. So York will take game 2 in another very strong fashion, 8-3. So we saw some good things from the Pioneers, but we also see some of those exposed goals once again. And York was able to just get away from that. I mean, we're seeing that Donut there, 8 shots at the goal, made 6 of them himself. He is an insane player, but I think everyone from York is exceptionally good in this game. We see J-Max with 3 shots at the goal, making 1. Cloden going for 3 shots, making 2 of those. So we're just seeing a big difference between the number of goals attempted in here. I will note, as we are getting into the third and what could be the last match, the Overwatch team did win the first map against Robert Morris, 2-0. I don't know what map 2 is yet, but we are now getting into the third game here. And we're already seeing that Donut is taking the ball down the field, does get bumped in that process. Clonen going to try to get control back of the ball, but J-Max going to take it away, but Wolfgang is going to get demoed by Evangelos, and Clonen's going to disrupt Donut's ball handling. Wolfgang's going to try to take it back, passing it over, well, to Noah. He's going to go for the shot himself, hits the crossbar. Clonen going to try to find the opportunity to strike first, but Donut gets the save, and doesn't go in, and Clonen does get the goal! That was insane! Flying into the air, Donut gets the save of that. Shanks gets the neutral ball in the middle, and Clonen has just enough to just tippy-tap into the goal. And Pioneers will strike first in this one. But they still have a lot of ground to cover. York just needs to win this game, and they will take the series. And Marietta is trying to look to stay alive. Donut's going to be taking the ball down the field, but Evangelist is going to try to take it back. Doesn't really get it quite right, but it's going to be knocked away. And Donut's going to try to take the ball down, goes for the setup, passing it over to Wolfgang for the shot, but it does get blocked by Shank. Now J-Max is going to be looking to pass it, or take it across the field, I should say. Wolfgang goes for the goal and does hit that top left corner, so York will tie it up. 3:49 remaining in the game. So we're seeing that's actually the 8th score by J-Max in this series. Donut's going to win the tip-off. And Wolfgang's going to get demoed. But now Evangelos is going to go for the goal, but J-Max is there for the save. Just not a lot of force behind that shot by Evangelos. Clonen's going to tip it away. Take the ball down the field. Gets bumped, though, by Wolfgang. but Donut and Evangelist going to be fighting for control over the ball, but Donut's going to win that and passing it over to J-Max. Uses the crossbar play. Wolfman not able to get the shot he wanted. Evangelist is going to lob it over, but Donut takes it back. Going to be fighting with Shank for control. Ball is neutral right now. Shank's going to just knock it over to the side to give it some momentum. J-Max is now going to be dribbling it down. Donut looks, well, it doesn't get control of the ball there. Evangelist and Shank are going to be fighting with Wolfman for it. Gets away from Shank, but Clonen's going to knock it over and take it down himself. Going to use a bit of his boost to try to make a play, but Donut is there for the block. 2:53 remain, 1 apiece. It is match point for York. Evangelist does knock it away from Donut. But now Clonen's going to look for an opportunity for the exposed goal, and Pioneers are up 2-1. Just a great setup there. We saw that they were able to get one of York's players off the court. Evangelist was able to knock him away, giving Clonen the opportunity for that goal. So this is the first time, we've seen the Pioneers in the lead before, but let's see if they can keep up that lead and try to go to game 4. But York's like, no, we want to close this out, and they essentially do the same thing, keeping the Pioneers away. And actually, in that case, Clonen was just high in the air, and Donut found an opportunity to just see a quick strike with no one there to block. So Evangelist is going to win that tip-off, but J-Max is going to take it down the field. Got about 2:30 left, halfway through this game, tied 2 apiece. We see Evangelist taking the ball down, but not a whole lot momentum with there. Donut's going to take it back, going to look for a strike. And that is an insane play there by York. We got to take a look at what happened there. Donut takes it down the field. It gets blocked, but J-Max is there for that immediate rebound. And it goes in the opposite direction, and Marietta just completely committed to that first block, but did not have any resources left for the second strike. And we have seen this multiple times. You can't put everything into that first block, because if there's a second strike at the goal, you have nothing left, and just other than an exposed goal. Evangelist has full boost, but just struggling to get control of the ball. Now Wolfman's going to go for another goal, but does get knocked away. And now Donut is going to try to center it up and just knock it himself, but Shank is going to snatch it. Wolfman goes for the rebound, but a great save there by Evangelos. And obviously J-Max going to be fighting for it to put some pressure back onto the Marietta side. Clonen knocking it away, but Evangelos does get the demo onto J-Max, and Wolfman does get bumped. Evangelos looks for a strike, but does not get connected. But Clonen scores! What was that? Let's take a look at that again. Evangelos gets the tip. Clonen knocks the ball. And yeah, Evangelos gets the demo at the goal. And that's a legitimate strategy in Rocket League too. I've seen that multiple times. So just demo the goalie, and that gives you a free goal. So now it's tied up 3 apiece. A minute 20 remains. Marietta is looking to get this to game 4. Shank's going to try to set up the play, but it does get knocked away. Clonen was looking for the rebound, but doesn't get it. This is very dangerous. Marietta triple committed, and York is looking to make the goal. Ball is got bounced over. It looked like that York collided with himself. 1 minute remains. Donut's going to be looking for the pass, but it does get tipped. I think Shank was able to knock it away. 50 seconds remain. Evangelos does get the demo. And now Shank's going to pass it to Clonen, but Clonen gets the demo to J-Max, but doesn't connect with the ball. Now Donut's going to try to take the ball down the field. Still tied, but it's a huge save there by Shank. I thought it was going to go in. I didn't even see him there. That was huge for the Pioneers to stay alive in this series. 30 seconds remain. Shanks gets another demo, this time onto Wolfbank. Donut is going to get bumped to slow down his momentum, but now York is going to be trying to go for the game-winning goal. Ball was neutral in there, but it does get knocked away. 16 seconds remain. J-Max is going to now try to pass over the Donut, but it gets knocked away by Clonen. So now 10 seconds remain. Shank knocks it into the air. Now it's 5 seconds. Clonen going to try to make a play, but now time is up, and we are in overtime, folks. So can Marietta get this goal and try to get to game 4? or will York close out the series and remain undefeated? Evangelist is going to get the demo onto J-Max. Evangelist now going to try to set the play. Gets bumped by Donut. Ball down the field. Cloden's going to fall back. Knock it away at least a little bit. Tries to get away from J-Max, who's going to set it up for York for the score. Evangelist misses, so the ball's just kind of slowly bouncing there. Dribbles over. Trying to set up the play for Donut, but Cloden does knock it away. Shank's going to fall back to play a little bit of defense. And we're getting some connection issues at a horrible time. But now Donut's going to go for the play, but Shank is going to just kind of knock it over. Goes above the crossbar. Wolfman was going to go for the shot, but doesn't get it. And we're going to see here, do we have, like, what's going on here? Like, everyone's ping seems to be fine. Donut's going to go for the shot, and it just lobs over him. And I'm not sure what happened there, but it just kind of lobs, and everyone just not able to connect with it. So York will take the series, take that map 4-3, and that will win the series for them 3-0. So York will remain undefeated. Unfortunately, the Pioneers will fall once again. I mean, we knew that York was a very good team. And the fact that Marietta did get into overtime, we did see improvement game after game after game. Even though York did score quite a bit in game 2, Marietta getting into overtime was just really good adjustments by them. It's just, unfortunately, just a play here or there made all the difference. Before we close out, I'm going to just kind of see if there's a quick update on the Overwatch match, just to see how things are going. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not logged into Overwatch, so I can't really see the game live, but it looks like they're still in the middle of game 2, so I don't know how that's going yet. But what we'll do is we'll get that out onto social media, what the final score is for that. So as a reminder, speaking of Overwatch, they will be playing tomorrow night at 8 o'clock against Akron University. So please be sure to join us for that. And then we're essentially going to be taking a week off for spring break, and then we'll be back for that final week of the main season. Then we're looking at possible playoffs for some of our teams. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you all for watching. For all the latest updates of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Shoutouts to all of you for watching. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your gifts, your subscriptions. We truly appreciate your generosity, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good night.